Today we're going to watch the most intriguing videos on the internet, and some of them are pretty creepy.
Yeah, I have an island. This is just for inspirational motivation and uses only, you know what I'm saying? You don't know a lot of black men that come from the hood that got an island.
You're right, we don't know a lot of black men from the hood who have a whole Epstein Island. It's generally frowned upon to have that much baby oil, bro.
When I took you to Love Island, and then you realized that, you know, the plane landed and then we had to float to another island. What was going through your head when we were going there?
I tell you what's going through my head.
I'm an island boy, I'm just trying to make it. And I'm an island boy, I'ma keep it like an island boy, I'ma keep it like a...
Then when he said we had to float to another island, let me tell you what went through my head then.
Time to float. What was your favorite time that I took you off the grid? When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Well, Puff, okay.
What if I told you that video game characters aren't just pixels or AI? They're real people trapped inside the game.
I would say that's the premise of the movie Tron, is what I would say. But continue, because everyone hasn't seen Tron, and me and Jesus were in the same class. Apparently, I'm that old.
Living out their lives as part of a secret digital prison designed by the world's largest gaming companies. Back in the early 2000s, researchers were working on an experimental technology called quantum neural mapping. It was designed to simulate brain activity in virtual environments, allowing scientists to study human consciousness. But something went horribly wrong when they started testing the tech on live subjects. They accidentally uploaded entire human consciousnesses into the virtual realm. The subjects' minds were literally trapped in the digital world, unable to return to their physical bodies. The gaming industry caught wind of this and realized the potential. Instead of helping these trapped consciousnesses escape.
I was going to let it slide the first time he said it, but consciousnesses doesn't sound like proper English. It probably is, it just doesn't sound right. For example, when texting first became a big thing, I remember seeing a commercial. It was in black and white, a suburban sounding voice in the background, and it was this black family talking about when I texted you. Texted is a part of everyday society, but when that commercial, like in the early 2000s, 2003, 4, texting, it wasn't, you know what I mean? So, and there wasn't a word for the past, the present, all tenses of texting someone, because texting in and of itself was new. It didn't exist in 84, 94, 74, so they didn't know what to call it. It makes sense if you know tenses in the English language and all of this stuff that they created.
No more summers. Everybody saca tu suerita because the summer is finishes. The summer is finishes.
Past tense, I texted you, but it sounded like Negro speech. I sure Liz got my consciousnesses, boss. I got all my consciousnesses, boss. I got one in the barn. I got another one of my consciousnesses. I keep one right here in my top pocket, sir. Yeah. Some of y'all don't get that reference, but it's very racist, but not against you, white people. So I think the social engineers decided, since we all know black people make everything cool, let's let this black family say the word texted so we can ease it on to the public, and it'll just seem like it came out of nowhere. It's just one day we were saying it. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's the way an ADD mind works, or ADHD, whatever you guys. Was I diagnosed? No, but my daughter, she got it from someplace, and my wife ain't talking.
You're mad. You know that, don't you?
Consciousnesses sounds like Negro speak.
Decided to commercialize it. They integrated quantum neural mapping into video game development. They found a way to create fully immersive, living worlds powered by the minds of real people. These individuals were repurposed as NPCs and playable characters, doomed to live out their lives inside the game.
Batman is just propaganda for the rich and elite. Bruce Wayne just uses his alter ego of Batman so that he can go and beat up on people who haven't taken the low wages at his company. And you know it's propaganda because no rich guy would go around and selflessly help other people. And that's because all of the problems of Gotham are because of Bruce Wayne. Most of the depictions of Gotham show that it's pretty booty and it's overrun by crime.
I don't like when I hear these kinds of guys use terms like booty. It doesn't sound right. It sounds very emasculated, like he's taking it in the booty. So just use a different word. White guys.
And people are like, oh yeah, he's doing this to help crime, but we know that this doesn't help the crime. Batman has actually made the situation far worse. First off, that we know a lot of problems in society stem from the fact of economic inequality. Most theft is caused because people don't have enough. People join cults and groups so that they protect them and that they have a sense of community and family. So when you have the richest guy in the city and he's going around in a bat suit, just beating people mercilessly for their economic-based crimes, you start to realize that Bruce Wayne is the problem. Bruce Wayne doesn't have what he has because he's good at anything. He's a Nepo baby and his parents passed away.
That's literally what the police used to do in Oakland. Now that I think about it, they just go and just beat up black people. And then that's how the Black Panthers formed, because Huey P. Newton and another guy, I forget his name, they was like, hey man, don't be beating us up. And the police was like, hey man, listen, we don't want any trouble here, guys. Okay now, boy? Don't you call me a boy. I'm a man. Oh sure, whatever you say, bro. Don't call me a bro. I'm a male. Hey, whatever you say. My wife always goes back to that, because she grew up on South Park. I thought South Park sucked. It was a reflection, which I didn't know at the time, of what society is now. My daughter watches South Park. I can't even tell her, hey, you can't watch that garbage, because it would be like, oh, you want me to not watch South Park, Dad? Okay. No, I feel you calling girls porn hubbable, but no. I'll listen. You got it. I will strangle the shit out of my daughter. She's talking like that to me. And then I will call CPS. I'd be like, yep, now take her ass out of here. Take her right to the clothing factory and y'all deal with her.
And instead of using that wealth and fame and power that he holds in the city to make changes that would actually deter the crime in the city, instead he just goes around and just beats the shit out of people. And while you might think, oh good, they deserve it, weaponizing a policing force, it doesn't stop people from committing crimes. It just makes it so they start bringing more advanced weaponry to fight back. And then innocent people get caught in the cross.
And Kamala Harris is right. That's why when you guys elect her, and by the way, you're not electing anyone. That's just who they're going to put in office anyway. She's going to make sure to get rid of all of us men. Because you can't put a Band-Aid on the patriarchal problem. You've got to just get rid of it altogether.
Batman and how he operates has caused all of these supervillains to exist. Our world has this weird way of balancing out, and since he's this horrifying policing force that doles out justice the way he sees fit, not the way we might consider to be legal or ethical, the truth is he doesn't care about any of this stuff. He's actually just trying to make more money. That's why he's Batman. Because first off, Bruce Wayne is a total psycho, and he doesn't care about anyone but himself. That's why he'll viciously attack his own teammates when they try to stop him from doing something wrong.
No. I had to stop him because at first it was sounding like a deep dive into the psychology of all of that psychobabble nonsense. Now it's like, were you in a relationship with Batman and he like stopped calling you? Because that's what this is. Maybe that's why I didn't think it sounded right when he said booty at the beginning. It didn't sound right. He's mad that Bruce doesn't want his booty no more. Oh. I get it. My bad. This, you know, when these girls get mad and they get on and they, what did you call it, bro?
Front camera, cry, add music, and post it community.
That. He's doing his version of that over the Batman encounter that he had. Like, okay, right. You bitch ass nigga. You out here committing crimes so that Batman will show up? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? We would have been not hang like in middle school. This dude would not have been sitting at our table. And you want to tell yourselves, oh, you were being mean to him. You wouldn't let him sit with you at lunch. You excluded him from your little group of jocks. Whatever. The patriarch, he was weird in 5th grade, man. What was you talking about? I'm finna slap the shit out of one of you niggas. I know that for sure.
This is obvious in the comics. They even talk about that. Other heroes call him out and say he's not very different than the villains. But then people meat ride the character like he's a good guy. He's obviously not. He's just doing this whole Batman routine to get more employees. I'm not even kidding. Like in this one, he's hanging this dude off this building and then he tells him that he needs to start working for the Gotham Electric Company, driving a truck, or else he's coming for him. Like, pause to read so you know I'm not making this up.
Oh my God. This is a scorned lover. Man, it's over. Batman don't want you no more, man. Bro, he trying to expose Bruce Wayne as bad. No, come, bro. He broke it off with you, man. God, man. Jeez. The relationship is over, man. Look at the other gay people in the audience. He's lying. Bruce would not date you, honey. No. You're not Bruce's type. I'm sorry. It's called inclusion, bitch. I would be excluding you if I didn't make fun of you. This message has been brought to you by the patriarchy.
Don't you touch my brother's coat.
He does it under the guise of you need to support your family, but he told him where he's going to work and that if he fails to work, he's gonna come after him. And this is something that Batman totally understands and he is doing consciously. In this one, he's playing a pre-recorded message of him as Bruce Wayne, offering everyone in Black Mask's group to join Wayne Enterprises. And he said, if you're working for Black Mask, you probably haven't had the best life so far. Maybe your family never had much money, or you never finished high school. Maybe you couldn't get a job that paid well enough, or you ran in with the wrong crowd. See, Bruce Wayne understands how this is happening. He knows, by the way, that Wayne Enterprises has siphoned the money out of the city. He's created a boundless monopoly where he doesn't have to pay people much. As Batman, he can hold things over people's heads. He can force them to work for him. He starts talking about, do you have health insurance? And then he tells them that they're gonna need health insurance and a lawyer after Batman gets through with them unless they come work with him at Wayne Industries. And so if they go through his job education program, they can come work for him. Or Batman's going to beat all of them. And these are just two quick examples that I found. I'm sure this happens a lot more in the comics. But that's because Batman isn't a good guy and he's not trying to fight to help people or to make Gotham a better place. He is fighting people that's making Gotham non-profitable for him and other rich people. He's the punishment that you get when you go against the elite. And we see how much he spends on gadgets and his mansion and all of these things. Clearly he's hoarding the money. And when people want to challenge that, he dresses up in Batman and just beats on them. So just remember next time you watch it, Batman's actually the villain.
Oh no, say word. That's Meek? Who is this? That's Usher though. Oh my gosh, look at Beezle. I call this nigga Beezle. What's his name from the Lord of the Rings? The dude with the rings? They try to make Justin Bieber that. Let me bring it back. AI is getting out of control. Boy, you better not never disrespect your baby mama. She gonna make one of these and it's gonna be believable, bro. She put you in that with the AI and then was like, pay my credit card debt or I'm showing this to everybody. Dang. You gotta watch out for these tarot broads. I'm watching out for her right now. I am watching out for you, boo. You are nice and evil, aren't you? You are an evil little girl, aren't you? That's what you gotta fight, brothers. You stupid. Wow. Whoa. 50, they're like Thor. Who is this dude on the lion? Man, AI is dope. Have you guys seen that? And this is not a commercial for them. Have you seen this AI company?
This is going to be the Netflix of AI, where you at home can create TV shows based on text prompts. Kind of has the Black Mirror vibes. So the idea is that you'll create anything you want in your mind. So say you wanted Batman to fight Spider-Man because they're both secretly in love with Betty Boop. Hey, I never said I was good at this, but I'll bet that there's a lot of people, normal people, that would love to create movies, but they don't have the budget, production team, or anything that involves TV show production. But now it can be given early access to create their own comedy AI TV shows. I think this is such an innovative idea, but personally, I probably wouldn't use it as much as I think because I just want to relax when I'm watching TV. But I have no doubt that a lot of other people have great ideas. that will make awesome movies or TV shows that we all will enjoy in the future. What do you guys think? Would you be using this or just watching other people's creations?
I wonder if this is a scam, man. I want to try this out just to, mess with some things. Pause. I got a lot of crazy ideas that would be dope. That would take way too much money to do. And anybody just giving me, oh, you want to be creative? Here's $100 million. But if I want to have a freak off, oh, you want to kidnap little kids? Here's $500 million. But when you really want to do something creative, they got to stifle you. It is what it is. We soldier through. Who this? Well, no, Queensay. Wow. Whoa. AI, I am really impressed. This is really impressive. When they get ready to frame you, oh boy, you're going to need a lot of money to come up with your own AI motion picture to say, man, I was off in the Bahamas with your mama. That ain't me. That's me. Look at Diddy letting it all burn. What if I'm going down? I'm telling on everybody. No, he not. I like what Dr. Raghukumar Johnson said about this whole thing. You got to go back and watch my other video. I think I pinned something in the comments where you can go back and see the part. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know all the social media stuff. I'm stupid. That's me,
I seen your eyes when I joined.
Let me just pause this right fast because I uploaded this and there was like a copyright strike on it. Not like you can't use it, but all the money will go to this dude. So then I re-uploaded it with no music and it was still. Now I'm just going to talk over it and let you take a look at him. I mean, I'm not mad at this guy if he wants to monetize having no eyes. Hey, I say you should. Therefore, no one should be mad at me for monetizing my reaction to the guy with no eyes. I wouldn't really talk to him in school. I wouldn't say I'm one of those. But if he spoke to me, if he was like, hey, yo, could you grab this thing for me? Like, where's the and the pencil dropped? I would pick it up for him. Because, it's a good thing to do. If somebody's pencil dropped, I'd pick it up. So to women, if your pencil drops don't be like, oh my God, a man. I'm just picking your pencil up. But if you want to be like that, then let your man come in here and pick your pencil up, you raggedy bitch. I would pick his, and then if he said something to me, oh, thanks, man. No problem. So it ain't like I'm like, oh, gross. He doesn't have eyes. He's not a nerd. Nah, man.
Bruh, you telling me the aliens aren't in the ocean, bruh?
No, I don't think nobody's telling you that. In fact, I want to tell you people who wrote in my comments, oh, you's an adventurer, but you afraid of the ocean. I'm not afraid of the ocean, just like I'm not afraid of space. Do I want to go to the ocean? No, but I don't want to go to space either. Not because aliens live out there. I would just rather go to her house. I'd rather go. Do she live in the ocean? What about her land house? Does she got a house on the land? She don't? What she say about my waves? She said she said the waves were spinning. I mean, we could go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, how far, when you said ocean, how far in the ocean she lived though? She lived underneath. What's the trench? The Mariana Trench. Oh, okay. She got a sister that live on land?
Gang stalking 101, grocery store. Let's get to it. This young lady has been following me around the entire time. As you can see, she's coming by right now, not shopping, not looking at anything. You know what I mean? She's been following me from the back wall to the oatmeal to the baking soda. So finally I pull out my camera and she finally walks away. There she is. She's walking away. Now she's pretending to look at some corn and some frozen peas and everything. But before that, she's walked.
This happens a lot, fellas. She's not... This is how much trauma we have in the male community. She likes you, bro. She's trying to figure out, how do I talk to you? That's how girls step to us guys. It's other ways. She's trying to get you to notice her or something like that. Because she's not trying to gang stalk you, bro. The sad part is he thinks this woman wants to harm him. And then she turned away when you pulled the camera out because women are going to shame her for throwing herself. Because the woman is supposed to be demure. And these hoes don't even know what that means, even when you Google it. The man is supposed to chase you. It's just the girl code. So she can't look like she want to just walk up to you and say, yo, let me get your phone number. Yo, here's my phone. That doesn't happen to most guys. even though the girl might be feeling. So they gotta follow you around. At least this is what I see. I don't see her gang stalking. He thinks she wanna do something to him. We don't even know how to be nice to the other races of women. We think you being nice is strange. What you mean, do I want to play the food? Well, why are you so worried if I'm hungry? What you put in the food, bitch? What, you's a tarot card girl, huh? You put your menses in my stuff? You trying to trap me? I'm embarrassed myself.
Walked straight through the front door to the back of the store, right in my face, followed me from aisle to aisle, you know what I mean? So yes, this does exist. But listen, I was not knowing that that's her parents next to her, you know what I mean? I didn't know that till later in the video. It actually caught me off guard. They're all so deep into character until they're not looking at each other, but they're about to migrate closer and closer to each other. The mom is going to give her daughter a quick glance. There it is. A quick glance. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But they all came in the store together.
That's called a family. This family can't. This girl, she probably like 12 or 13. The hormones and everything in the food, she just looked like a grown woman. See? She in the store because she developed so because of the everything, you know what I'm saying? Because of the Monsanto thing. She's super bigger than she is. And she can't help that she likes this guy. She's like, why do I keep looking at this guy? What is it? It's the pheromones. You like, I smell a job.
They teach their kids to be professional gang stalkers at an early age. Boys, girls, teenagers. You know what I mean? This intolerable behavior is passed down through them, you know?
No, man, that's not what happened. She liked you. Bro, she liked you. Did a Brazilian farmer capture an alien on film in his pasture? No, he did not.
And those spots on this pizza are mice droppings. The Marion County Health Department tested the slices and says the droppings were baked into the product. This was Jonathan McNeil's pizza purchase.
So you open up that pizza box, and then what?
And then I just really lost my mind. Like, I just couldn't believe that they sold me a pizza with mice poop all on the bottom of it.
Jonathan McNeil did not like what he saw in his pizza pie, and neither did his girlfriend, Star Carter.
I looked at the rest of my pizza at the bottom, and I just seen it all over. Then I flipped the whole pizza over, and I seen it, and I freaked out. And I showed him, and we immediately knew what it was.
Well, we immediately knew what it was because we already have that in our house. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't see the mouse droppings in the pizza sooner. I mean, we live right next door to the place. So that's why it's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
On the product, and concluded the sample was unacceptable and potentially hazardous. The pizza takeout was from the Little Caesars at 21st and Meridian Street in Indianapolis, all happening on February the 6th. Following Jonathan's complaint, the business temporarily lost its license and then reopened the next day to increased inspections.
We want to make sure people feel safe where they eat. We want people to...
We want to make sure there's more mouse droppings in everything, not just the pizza. So we have to be there and watch and actually tell them, don't forget to put the mouse droppings on, or else you could be fined.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
What is he doing with his hands?
Forgive us of our trespasses as we...
Did he?
For thine is...
related.
What I was saying was, in the girl's drunkardness, that's her plausible deniability to, oh, I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh,
One thing led to another. I was pretty drunk.
But we know that it could go there, but we still keep our boundaries. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to not be friends with this girl. The reason we don't want to not be friends with this girl, because this girl is candy bait. So understand, Kamala Harris is the same mix as my wife is. So if Kamala Harris gets elected, this conversation that my wife and I are going to have in this next clip is a conversation that mixed people, if you're mixed with black, you have to have this conversation. The black community isn't really rocking with you. And then the other community that you're mixed with, they don't necessarily rock with you because you're not 100% that. So here's what we was talking about. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, become a member. Let's do it.
They're not really a Blasian Facebook group. They're just some kind of weird social political movement to make these people who feel they don't belong anywhere feel like they have somewhere they belong. You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean they don't belong?
The people who join these groups usually are looking to connect with people who they think they're like, because the full race people on either side, right? I'm not even talking about their family. I'm talking about socially, groups, black people in general in their community.
Full black people, they're not really looking at you.
And
they're attacking
Asian
you.
People don't look at you like you're part of their group. They look at you like you're some kind of anomaly. So you're always under scrutiny by these two groups, and you get so tired of being ostracized.
Can I just stop you right quick? The same thing happened to me, because in the suburbs, they didn't accept me. But then when I went into the hood, where I'm just as dark as everybody else, they didn't accept me. So that's something that you and I have in common. So you're ostracized on both fronts. Black people, they ostracize you. Asian people, they ostracize you. So you go to one of these Blasian Facebook groups thinking like, I'm going to connect.
The scary thing about it really is that Asians, for the most part, because we have such a strong sense of not offending one another, that even if we think you're a half-breed and you don't belong here, they don't really go out of their way to say that to you. They just give you the cold shoulder, or just don't be as welcoming to you as they are with each other, but they don't go out of their way to crush your spirit because you're not Asian enough. Whereas black people, when the half-breeds come along, they gotta go out of their way. They gotta take time out of their day to verbally attack you and basically drill it into your head. You're not black enough. You're not black enough. You're not black enough. You're not one of us. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, I would like to ask the black people listening to this, is that not abusive? That a black person tells you you're not black enough?
Like an Asian person, if they come across a Blasian person somewhere, or even a Asian person somewhere, they will just look at them and be like, huh, yeah, I guess that guy's half whatever I am. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, look at this kid. He says he's half Filipino.
But as far as embracing you and talking to you,
they may not do all of that. Now, I'm not saying that they don't. Some groups do. It really depends on the people. They're all individuals at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ran into young Korean kids who I swore was going to act racist towards me. And then when I told them, yeah, I'm only half Korean, I'm not all Korean like you guys, my Korean's just alright, they got offended at me. They were like, what are you talking about? If you're a drop Korean, you're Korean enough. You know the language, you know the culture. We're having a conversation in my native language right now. What are you talking about? I'm offended that you are calling yourself not Korean.
Were they old?
No, they were like college age kids, and they were basically decked out in like hip hop gear. They were listening to rap music.
That's why.
And they were sister, that's crazy. Anyone who made you feel like you were less than, they're dumbasses. They are not real Koreans, because this is how sick our culture is. We can mix with other groups and still come out dominant. We can still learn our language, our heritage, be down with our, our culture, our traditions. It doesn't have to go no place just because on the outside we don't look the same. That's dope that you're a half black Korean. Yo, that's sick. I ain't never seen nobody like you.
When you say it doesn't have to go no place, he's meaning the culture, the Korean culture doesn't have to leave.
Because a lot of especially Korean people, they don't want you to mix because they think, not because they think that you're inferior if you're a different race. It's because they don't want to lose their own culture. They don't want to water down their own tradition, not the bloodline. You understand what I'm saying? The lifestyle of the Korean, the thought process of the Korean, they don't want that to disappear because you're mixing and your children have to keep assimilating into other groups. So that's why they don't want people to mix.
So the Asian people, they may not go out of their way to say anything to you. They just give you the cold shoulder.
Exactly. So that has happened to me many, many times, but I'm used to that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with black people, they get aggressive. They want to attack you. They want to fight you physically.
They do. Yes, they do.
They want to.
Yes, they do.
Squash your spirit any way they can to make you feel like you're even less than me because you're not full black.
Now the crazy thing is that these people in these Blasian groups, not so much the guys, absolutely the women.
Females.
Not even
Always
all of the women, but absolutely the women.
Always the women.
They will act like, oh no, don't say oh no, dude. I'm from the inner city. I know what y'all was doing because I saw y'all do it to me. I ain't talking about what I saw you do. I'm talking about what you did to me.
You know what? That's so scary too, because women are the first teachers of culture, and women are the 90% of people who attack you racially are females in the black community. Whereas like with white people, it's usually the men. White women they be falling back. White men, they are very, very aggressive with their racism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like the black woman somehow adapted. This is why I said the white man wants you, black woman, to be in competition with your man on his behalf. You are as aggressive as a white man is coming at this black man, but legally he can't do it. So,
let's flip it right quick. The white woman, she's not aggressive like that with the black man.
She's not.
She wants the black man.
Listen,
on the low.
My point is, I'm not saying that just because she's not aggressive, she's not racist. No, there's plenty of racist white women too, but they're not aggressive with it. You see what I'm saying? It's
probably because a woman can't beat a man.
Can a black woman beat a man?
She has been told she can by the white man.
Is that true though?
No, it's not true at all.
Plenty of black girls be getting their ass whooped by men. So let's stop playing ourselves. As a woman, you know this. That didn't go nowhere because society told you something else. At the end of the day, for most white women, it doesn't even come natural to them to be that aggressive because it's not in a woman's nature to be aggressive, period. Whereas a lot of these black girls, it's like that stuff was bred out of them early on. They don't even know what it looks like to be.
And let's distinguish. We don't mean black girls like you're dark skin or light skin.
Your skin color has nothing to do with it. That's what I'm talking about. These people that you're talking about, these Blasian women, they're like me. They're half black and half Korean, half black and half Filipino, half black and half Vietnamese. They're black and Asian.
But you know what? These Blasian girls, y'all look like our homegirl Brandy Covey. She might be mixed black and white, but the Blasians...
I know a black and white girl who looks like she's Blasian, and people mistake her for Blasian all the time. But the point I'm trying to make is, it doesn't matter what your racial makeup is. It's about your culture. Women are the first teachers of culture. That means that these black women who think it's okay to just constantly berate people, total strangers, and they will constantly bully them, they will attack them, they'll be aggressive towards them, man, woman, child, they don't care. There's no boundaries, right? These women will come after people hard body, letting them know their opinions about everything, because somewhere in their upbringing they were taught by other females that it's okay to behave this way. This has become their culture. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're the teachers of culture, and this is the culture they're teaching to the rest of our society, to be aggressive, to attack everybody who's disagreeing with you, to see a disagreement where there isn't one. There's not even no argument here, but you insist that there's an argument here. Like, I'm agreeing with you and you still are complaining.
So in short,
subscribe to the Patreon so you can get in on these conversations, and your comments will not just get randomly deleted by YouTube and their weird ass algorithm, and you actually have direct access to us and other people like you who have sanity and logic and the ability to string coherent sentences together and concepts together. That's what the Patreon is for.
Alright, so before we go, I want to say thanks to everyone for subscribing to our Patreon. We absolutely love all of our patrons. And here is a few of our patrons on the screen now, and we want to say thank you to them. Okay? Shout out to all our patrons on Patreon.
Every hate comment adds to our overall engagement. Thank you.
And our overall sense of well-being. So we love our patrons. Shout out to Patreons.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The boom